Hello, folks. I'm Dave Lucia, and I'm here with Back in Black.
And we are here with this game, Darkfall: The Journal. And this is just a point-and-click little horror game set in a haunted train station.
Haunted train? I thought you said it was a haunted mansion.
If you're there, pick up.
Hotel and train
It's
station.
me.
Oh.
Your brother. I was hoping you were going to be in.
Sending us
I
right
needed
into
you
the
to be
action
in.
here.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking you only ever phones when there's something wrong. Or something is wrong. Very wrong. I'm still in Dorset. I'm not the only one here. There's two students from Weymouth University. Polly and Nigel. Ghost hunters, would you believe? Well, I didn't believe. I do now. I need you to leave now. I need you to come here. I would go to the police, but...
If you got this call from,
they'd
like,
laugh in my face. Ghost
your
hunters.
brother, would you actually let go?
Oh my
I think
god,
whenever
the
they were
tape
hunting, it's
cassette.
found them. I think it's found
With
me
my
too.
messages written on it. Oh,
Please
that's so
help.
adorable.
You
Well,
always
this
do
game was
things like
released
this.
in, like, when these things still
If you
existed.
leave now, you can catch the late train from Paddington to Weymouth. From Weymouth, get a cab. Come to Dowerton Station. It's abandoned. I'll be waiting. I really need your help on this.
One thing I noticed right off the bat is that there are no subtitles. This is going to be a problem.
Nothing too important gets said after the beginning. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
I'll give hushes where we need them.
Well, yes.
The sooner you can get here, the better. This place is really beginning to freak me out. I tried to find Polly or Nigel earlier and I couldn't find them anywhere. They wouldn't just leave. This all started a few days ago. It was when...
That echo effect.
I can hear it. I can hear it. It's right outside the door. Whispering. It's whispering my name. It knows my name. I've got to open the door. I've got to open the door.
No, don't open the door. Haven't you ever seen any horror movie ever?
Well, exactly what you think is about to happen is about to happen.
Of course.
And then he was eaten.
Oh, and it was caught on tape and
Oh,
everything.
good. You're awake. We're in the tunnel.
But-
The train tunnel. Just in case you were wondering where we are. Why don't you have a look around? Don't go too far.
We fell asleep
Not
on a
just
train, and now
yet.
we're
I have
in a
lot
tunnel.
to tell you.
Not on a train.
Nah, you can't
Not
see
on a
me.
train.
You'll find out why later. But for now,
Who
I can see you.
is
Which
talking
is all that matters.
to us?
No, not that way. That tunnel goes for half a mile, you know. We don't have time. Go the other way.
I appreciate how truly British this game is.
You're from London, ain't you?
Yeah. Well,
We
that's
come from
very
London
authentic.
a couple of years ago in
Voice
41.
there.
Doctor said we had to. Air was bad for me and me dad. Breathing problems or something. Hey, let's keep moving, shall we?
And by this keep moving, he means pick up a newspaper.
Who is talking to us? Okay, so
I can
this...
see the others too. So maybe I can help you. I think the others are hoping you'll be able to help them.
So this is
None
just
of them
throwing
knows
us
you.
right into the action.
Brother, ain't it?
Absolutely.
He's the new one.
6 vanished from the
Only just
hotel.
arrived.
Notice the date is
He
the
feels a bit
in
confused.
1947.
I was like that at first.
Uh-huh.
You get used
Yeah.
to it.
Is
I'm Tim,
1947
by
has
the way.
relevance?
Timothy
Well,
Pike.
that's when these 6
I normally play
main
it,
6
or on
disappeared.
the footbridge. I like
This
to watch
presumably
the trains.
happens
Oh, okay.
in like the late
There ain't no
90s or
trains.
2000s, I forget which.
Not now.
Okay.
But listen, don't tell me Dad that I'm in here. It'd kill me, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's get you out of this tunnel.
But
We'll catch your death. See? We're near the station now.
he's almost done talking, don't
It
worry.
won't always like this.
Ah!
It's bright, it's busy, and full
So
of
much
people.
dialogue at the beginning
I
of this
think
game.
they must have shut it
I
down.
believe you mean monologue.
Don't remember why. I don't remember much at all. Not even the way home.
Yeah.
But perhaps you can
We've
help
got
me
a
with
soliloquy going.
that. Climb up on the platform. To your right now.
Don't
Go
worry.
on.
We'll be lonely soon enough.
That's it. That's where you can get started.
Not
Open the
soon
door.
enough.
There's a switch in front of you.
Oh my
Pull
god.
it.
We're not
It's time this
blind.
place had a bit more light.
Not anymore,
Don't you
anyways.
think? It's time. When you've finished in here, I'll be outside.
Alright, so one more.
I can still help you if you get stuck. You can find me on the wooden footbridge. I play there a lot. It's sort of, well, safe. It's secret, you see. It don't know I'm here, talking to you. But it will soon, so I'd better go. Remember? I'll be on the footbridge. I'll leave you a note. Bye for now.
Do we ever actually see this disembodied voice?
Oh, absolutely not. You'll find out why. Ew, toilet.
All right. Well,
horror.
I'm getting very Penumbra vibes from the disembodied voice.
Mm-hmm. That's a good observation. And of course, the really crappy, everything destroyed living areas.
Yes.
Now,
so you are just zooming through these areas.
Well, there's no transitions. So now, this is a bit of a speed run of the game. So,
oh, come on.
I'm not gonna go back through the game twice just to show you why Larsis matters. But just remember Larsis. You should be drawing this, by the way. Did you draw it? Good.
No, I didn't have time to draw it.
Don't worry, I did. So that is one of the 12 symbols we need. You'll find out why we need 12 symbols later.
Okay. Back up.
Yes.
So once again, I am coming into this with literally zero knowledge of the game.
I know, I'm trying to overwhelm you right now. Don't worry.
You are doing a very good job of that, but I don't think that's very helpful.
Okay. So here's our brother's phone. That's it.
Why are there symbols?
Okay, so I'm not actually going to tell you right away why. Just know that I am, in fact, looking for symbols. And it'll come...
Okay.
It will make perfect sense, don't worry. That will make perfect sense.
But does the game give you any indication that you should be paying attention to these symbols, other than the fact that they're symbols written on the wall?
No, but
Great.
There's nothing stopping you from going back and looking again, because it's not a very big game map.
Alright.
Now...
And I would assume that it not being big, coupled with the fact that there are no transitions, means that it doesn't take a long time to backtrack.
Exactly. But...
O2.
That's alright, I just went and did this anyways. So, yeah, I'll just quickly explain. This is our brother's PDA, in which our brother was here at this train station and hotel trying to renovate it for, a club, I think. And he met the ghost hunters, of course, and everything's just normal, but he starts noticing some weird stuff right about note 5.
Uh-huh.
So, see that right there? 271 by 632?
Yep.
Yeah, that's where he found a symbol. And we'll see that in a minute. Just exactly...
So,
yeah.
Is that a coordinate that we have to find?
Yeah. He's talking about he was using a scanner on the platform nearby, and he saw something really weird happen there. And then all of a sudden he began hearing the word cars in his head. To the point that he's now going to name the club Cars.
Well, that's the logical end point from when you start hearing voices.
And now, he's recording how he's seeing all kinds of... he's hearing whistling, he hears this kid walking around, and now he's freaked out and is trying to get us, his sibling here.
Did I see that he said he was hearing a little boy's voice in his head as well?
Correct.
Alright. So they're not being terribly subtle about it, at least.
No. I love this email. This email's from us. It's this stream of conscious, what the heck is wrong with you? You should come home. And then us getting freaked out because we can't reach him, and now we took a train here because I guess we're suicidal.
Well, we didn't know what was going on.
So that was a lot of info dump at the start, and that's what the game is like. But we're pretty much caught up, and it moves slow from here.
Is that a promise?
Somewhat.
Because you're saying this is a pseudo speed run, so I'm expecting it to be lightning fast speeds through the entire game.
I said pseudo speed run, meaning I'm just going through it as thoroughly as possible the first time to not backtrack.
Yeah.
Such as doing this, for instance.
Huh.
I absolutely love this voice actor, by the way. I love him so much.
Hello? Is someone there?
No.
Oh, you are there. My name is Nigel. Nigel Danvers. Me and my colleague Polly, we were working in the hotel.
Oh.
You'll find out more about that later. But listen to me for now, because I haven't got much time. It probably knows I'm talking to you, so I'll have to be quick. You have to get into our room. We're doing some work in the hotel. You'll find out what later. For now, all you need to know is you need to find the key. You should find it. I have great faith in you. The key, I left it in a teapot. Yes,
you don't know us.
In a teapot. I remember where. Silver teapot.
A silver
I'm sure you'll
teapot.
find it. I must go now. It's here. I've got to go.
He sounds so cavalier about that. It's here. I have to go.
He's so British, and like this thing is freaking terrifying. Spoilers.
Oh, do we actually see this it?
Okay, sorry, it's not terrifying to you and me, but it's like terrifying in canon.
Oh. So it's a...
We will sort of see it, yeah.
Is it a classic example of a quote-unquote scary monster that isn't actually scary when you see it?
No, it is not actually.
Huh. Okay.
So this is like the train station office, and I'm going to be reading a bunch of notes that just talk about, a whole bunch of people suddenly disappeared. But I like how they have this map of Dowerton, even though it doesn't matter. But like a whole bunch of people disappeared, and then the media went crazy, and then they had to close down the train station.
So we're supposed to be finding a key that we know nothing about. Yes,
that's the only thing we know so far. Our meta goal is like find our brother right now.
Yeah, we know that, and
that's all we got.
To do so, we have to find the key that the ghost our brother was looking for has told us to find.
Our brother was looking for... No, our brother was just trying to renovate this bloody place, and there was 2 ghost hunters as well. That was one of them.
Oh,
Nigel
and Polly were the ghost hunters?
Yeah, Nigel was on the phone.
Well,
he is now a ghost.
Okay, so... Yeah, I'm making a huge leap of assumption here in saying that he's a ghost, but I mean, it sounds kind of like he's a ghost.
He is, in fact, a ghost.
Spoiler alert. But like, if I could guess that, then I would hope that other people could too.
That phone call, right? I don't understand this hint system. It's the idea is that Tim, the little kid, would leave notes behind if we stayed in one place for too long, but it never works. But it's okay.
It's an old adventure game. You expected the hint system to be useful?
Yeah, I know I'm silly. So this was the device that our brother was saying like didn't work, and like I put the coordinates in there. Something weird happened.
Yeah.
So why don't we just go see what he saw?
Okay. All right. So is this our first
puzzling
official puzzle?
Yeah. Now, remember how Larsis was written on the wall of the bathroom, and I said like you should draw that?
Uh-huh.
Draw this too. And because our brother kept hearing the word cars in his head afterwards, that means the symbol is called cars.
Does it really?
Indeed.
Huh.
Hence me putting a subtitle cars on it.
Yeah. Alright. So we just jumped into the bush.
Just jumped into the bush through the hole in the fence. I am saving so much time right now. Oh, a car.
Well, yeah, you didn't climb down the stairs.
I mean more like I'm coming here and doing everything here I need to do right now, even though a part of it won't make sense for a little while.
That's okay, I'm used to being completely lost when it comes to adventure games.
To be fair, when the first time I played this, I spent about 6 hours being completely lost, so... You'll figure it out within half an hour. It'll be fine.
No, I probably won't, but that's okay, because I'm not here to make sense of adventure games. I'm just here to be brought along for the ride.
Speaking of ride, that is apparently a very nice car in game. Just thought you should know.
That used to be a very nice car.
So we found the Doom Cavern of Doom under the barn.
Yeah, we just decided to go for a stroll in the sewers that happened to be a very, very intricate, like, kind of cult location or something. What is going on
Okay,
here?
so remember we saw cars? Notice how that's cars right there.
Oh, God.
So you might notice that there's a total of 12 of these.
Oh. So this is what tells us that we need to pay attention to these symbols.
This is what tells us the order the symbols go in. You notice I'm following the line downwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the
There's
the other
Larsis.
one we saw.
So, because I know what I'm doing, I've already recorded 2 of the symbols, and now I know that the 2nd and 7th in that order. You're gonna love what we have to do with these at the end of the game. But anyways,
I do not believe that I'm gonna love what we have to do with these symbols.
Anyways, I'm assuming you drew all that, so you know what order the symbols are supposed to go in.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm drawing it right now.
Well, we're already done, so I hope you're done. Saves a ton of time later on now that we've seen that. But okay,
Back through the bush.
now things will slow down because we're entering the haunted hotel and everything's scares now. Quotation marks.
Are there jump scares?
Was that a jump scare? That's as jumpy as it gets.
For 2002 Newgrounds Flash games, it was a jump scare. Actually, I'm getting very Newgrounds Flash game vibes out of this, to be honest.
That's normal. This is just a high-grade Newgrounds Flash game, but longer and with more care put into it. And
so
it costs $20 at the time.
So it doesn't have get the key to open a drawer to get a key to open a drawer to get a key puzzles in it?
No, it does not.
Okay, good.
By the way, have you just missed it? I looked at a picture of Henry V.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Henry V. That comes in handy for puzzle later.
Oh, God. Of course it does.
There's actually not that many puzzles in this game. Just lots of boom and bang and trying to get from point A, trying to figure out where everything is. There's not a lot of locks and stuff.
I'm already just completely lost.
Okay.
And what is with this this music sting that just keeps randomly happening?
I believe it's a violin played by Michael Armand, if I remember my credits correctly.
Yeah, but why is it just
Cameron
happening once every 30 seconds?
Because you need ambience in a hotel that's not actively trying to kill you. Yet.
But surely it would be better to have a constant
Go away,
track.
or it will find me.
Jeez.
More ghosts. That's great.
This room is ghastly. Why did I ever come here?
Ghastly.
Might as well just tell you right now, this is Gloria Grayble's room.
Uh-huh.
You'll find out you'll find out who she is later. Too bad no one else did till it was too late. Spoilers.
I'll take your word for it. There are a lot of... Boy, this hotel is just in a right state, isn't it?
Okay, so this is Thomas, who's the illegitimate boyfriend of the landlady's daughter. So he was
also drunk.
He was hiding in here, and then he also disappeared. He was one of the 6 that disappeared in 47.
They all disappeared.
Yeah, there are 6. So we saw Gloria Grable, she was one of them. Then there's Thomas Callum, I think his name is. He's the second.
Those are some just really nasty walls, too.
Well, no one's been in this place for 50 years.
Yeah, but are there they look like scorch marks where the paintings have been moved. Oh.
Hardest anagram ever. It says, "Leave me alone." Backwards.
That's not really an anagram if it's just backwards.
Technically it is.
Wow.
I could fall asleep to that whispering. And probably never wake up.
You're into weird ASMR stuff too.
You're not supposed to tell everyone that. That's not that weird. I only fell asleep to the Call of Cthulhu once.
So that explains why you...
The link to that video will go into the part of this video, like the description.
Yeah. Why are we just kind of sitting in this hallway?
Because we are actually a duck that is sitting.
Oh. We're waiting for something now.
It's like nails on a chalkboard.
Like, these, I hesitate to use the word scares, but I suppose that's what they are supposed to be, would be more effective if there were visual cues as well.
Well, the lights went off.
That's not enough.
Okay, I'm pointing out table 2.
Uh-huh.
So that'll come in handy for another puzzle.
The Holy Bible.
I do like how they add a lot of stuff that doesn't matter, like that Holy Bible. You can look at it just because, it's trying to be atmospheric a bit. You don't need that Holy Bible. It doesn't do anything, but it's there, and it kind of adds something to it.
Can you read anything out of the Holy Bible?
No, you can't open it.
Okay. That's just too bad.
You're very nosy, aren't you? Poking around in other people's things.
So I read this note backwards. This is by a certain Miss Matilda Fly, who fled London. She denies fleeing London, but she fled London after the beastly audiences were beastly, and she's coming to visit her friend with a lot of money.
What a strange clock.
Those are just real
It's
pictures,
got
aren't
buttons
they?
on it.
Absolutely. This was made in the late 90s, early 2000s. This is what they can get away with. This puzzle's easy.
Okay, so is this game rated E for everyone like Beyond Atlantis was?
No, this one is rated T for teen, for suggestive themes and mild violence.
Ah.
Did you draw more Morcana? Because I did.
Yes.
Good.
I am drawing it. I am keeping track of all of these symbols, and I wrote down the order that they go in.
I'll admit, I was pretty annoyed when I had to actually do that myself. The first time I played.
Can't you hear
One of my
the
best.
scribbling of my pen?
No. Okay, so what happened to poor Miss Matilda Fly, as we learned right here, did in fact flee London because she's such a bad actress that everyone burst out laughing when she was on stage in a death scene.
Alright. I won't question it.
So what happens is she flees London, and as far as the rest of the world is concerned, she's never seen again because she also disappeared that night in 47.
Yeah.
But she was writing to her friend saying she came across a lot of money and was coming to visit her. But then she also said, wait, there's someone at the door, which she wrote on the paper.
The scoundrels.
And then she disappeared.
I'm just gonna say these papers are in remarkable condition for being almost 60 years old.
They do point out I think it's our brother points out that the hotel is in amazing condition overall, although not perfect.
Well, clearly there are the scorch marks on the wall and everything.
Yeah.
And look at that hat.
Hat's seen better days. Okay, so a puzzle, which we won't solve for a little while because haven't seen the cue for how to solve it.
Oh, goodness.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, this is exactly what I don't like about adventure games. We're just literally thrown into this game, given no indication of what we're supposed to be doing or how we're supposed to be doing it, and then just given all the information and told to figure it out, and not there's no direction.
Are you interested
for the
in
player.
astronomy too?
I'll admit, if that's what you hate about adventure games, this is totally not the game you should play.
Yeah, I don't there's nothing. The game is not giving the player anything, and that is so obnoxious. So,
Edith is a wonder.
You know
She's
what
been
you're
the
doing,
perfect host
clearly,
for several
but
years now. Strange taste in art, though.
I'm just watching this and I'm completely lost.
You don't have to read that. It's just the owner of the hotel was friends with this guy, the hobby astronomer, and he's just warning him something really bad's about to happen, and then they all disappeared.
So something bad really just happened.
Yeah. Okay, so this is just his journal saying, "Oh, I found a new constellation. Holy wow!" And then he vanished.
I don't know if that's how constellations work, buddy.
But see, this is actually a little bit cool, because, spoiler alert, he names the constellations a word that just popped into his head after he saw a symbol that the owner gave him. And, of course, the name of that constellation turns out to be the name of the symbol. Because it's what popped into his head when he saw it. That kind of makes sense, right? That wasn't a good puzzle either. Yeah, don't worry. We'll get back to it in just a second.
So, it's so, like, on the nose. Oh, man. So, we're literally just rifling through everything, hoping that we find the progression. Right?
Well, actually, the progression... There's, like, no progression trigger until the very end. You literally just wander the hotel till you think you figured everything out, and you go for it.
This is so nonsensical. Like, how are you supposed to know when you have done anything?
Once you think you know what's going on, then you, like, try, like, see if you can, see if you're right by going to the end.
Okay, so, given the fact that I have never heard of this game before, was it successful?
It spawned 2 sequels. One indirect and one direct.
That does not necessarily answer my question.
I never heard of this before. I found it on GameTap, back when GameTap didn't suck. So, I don't think it was that successful.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take a wild guess and say this game was probably not hugely successful.
That's one of the constellations.
Okay, he's gonna say this next constellation he's never seen.
Brighter than the rest. I don't recognise it at all.
So that's the new constellation that...
I don't recognise it at all.
That's the new constellation that we have to look at.
Okay. It's a video game, whatever. Video game logic.
Yeah.
None of the taps work.
Yeah, we didn't turn on the boiler. Oh, that's going to give you a brain hemorrhage when we get to it. Turn on the boiler.
Because the rest of this game hasn't already.
Don't worry about it. Sandstone and wood. That comes in really annoying later.
You're not even going to say useful or helpful. No.
It is useful and helpful, but it's very, very annoying. Alright, so these are the burned papers of Miss Grable giving the money to Miss Fly and then telling her she's awful.
In impeccable condition for being burned.
One of 2 notes that has been char roasted into perfection. Yes.
Yeah. They had a very particular cooking regimen for their papers.
I like this slot machine. It does absolutely nothing. There's no reason for it to be there except to be cool.
Well, it says it's out of order. What do you expect?
To fix it, but you don't even have to do that.
Well, yeah. It's... Because this is a horror adventure game. It's not a...
It's there for
Sierra
atmosphere.
Adventure game.
Okay, so that's the new constellation we saw. Raka. Alright, so this may give you brain hemorrhage. So we look in his book of reference, and we find Raka, which is down where my cursor's going, and 1, 2, 5, 3, 4, 7, 6. That's the order of the buttons we have to press to open his little puzzle box. I had to look that up, yes.
I'm not too sure why George gave me this. It was a bag of nerves at the time. It's written on vellum, you know. Do you know what that is? It's skin. Animal skin, we can hope.
Thank you for that illuminating commentary. I mean, it's better than ours.
Mostly because you're just completely confused. Which is normal for the first video. You'll catch up, like, right in the next video, which is, like, right now.